Lions TV is your second post-match analysis video of the season. Looking back at Saturday's 1-1 draw against Bolton at the Den, let's take a look at the 11 that started. There was two changes from the opening day fixture. The side that faced Nottingham Forest, both were false changes due to injuries. Goalkeeper obviously injured himself in the no one gives a shit cup against Stevenage, so Byron Webster came in for him. And Aidan Hungingbag, I don't know where he was, is he injured? If you know what happened, put in the comments below. But Shane Ferguson coming to the left midfield. So the team was as follows: Jordan Archer in goal, Conor McLaughlin and James Meredith very impressed with the fullbacks once again, Meredith especially. Webster in the centre half played very, very well with Sean Hutchinson. Just for me, Webster's just, I just always notice Webster's out there. He seems to be like a real commanding figure in our side. That's the only reason I think that he should be starting over Jake Cooper. Midfield, Shane Ferguson on the left midfield puts in a nice delivery, I've got to admit that, but for me that's not enough. You need to have more about it than that. Right midfield, Jed again, dangerous, attacking at the centre of most things we did. Unfortunately, I love the geezer to death, but a couple of chances he should have taken, and his final product, he's young, he's still learning, and hopefully in time that will come. Central midfield, the Juan Williams just improves and improves. He's so much better off in this division than I knew he would be. His range of passing is frightening. The vision on the man is just nothing short of sensational. And then in central midfield with him, I tell you what, no relation to Jimmy, George Saville, this geezer is absolutely outstanding. He's brilliant. He's going forward. He's part of everything going forward. He careers into the box with real intent, and you can see he's confident in his own ability. He's going to make things happen. He breaks play up. He's just fucking everywhere. The geezer. What's a player? Sorry, I saw, but maybe that one warranted it. Then up front, the sometimes deadly duo of the General, Steve Morrison and Lee Gregory. Gregor's been getting a bit of hate. You know, I do all this go-gay for Gregor's stuff. It's all a bit of light-hearted fun, really. But what I will say is I'll back him on the pitch because he's got so much more to his game than finishing. He didn't really have many chances. He had the one sort of half chance that the keeper pushed wide. But his hold-up play, his work rate, and he set up a goal again. You may notice I just covered the whole team, but I didn't cover one of them. The goalkeeper, Jordan Archer. I've watched the goal back in real time. I wanted to say something but didn't because I don't want to be getting on people's back and putting people down. You know, we're all in it together, we're all one team. But unfortunately, fan channels, fan TV, and Match of the Day, Sky Sports, half of the game there is an analysis and opinions. If you take opinions out of football, you'll lose 50% of the game. So I've got to be honest and I've got to be straight. Jordan Archer should be saving it all day long. He's lined the ball up and then stood the other side as you do, and it's gone in the side where he was standing. And alright, listen, he's had a bit of curl on it, but it was no Roberto Carlos, was it? He hasn't even dived. And again, I'll say it, his starting point, from where his starting point was to where the ball's gone in, he's not even attempted to go for it, and he's got to be saving it. It's literally as simple as that. I really, really would start playing Tom King. Tom King deserves his chance because, I don't want to sound harsh, but Archer's had 2 shots to save all season and they've both gone in. And, we've had 25 shots and we've scored 1 goal, which is, credit to the teams that have played us. They've done the job. But as Tony Thomas very rightly said, we're sitting here on 1 point and we should easily have 6. Looking back at the game as a whole, credit again to the manager. I've got to say it and take me out to Sir Neil. He's really got on playing. I criticised the tactics previously, but listen, that's why he sits that side of the line and I sit in the stand. He got us promoted and he's really got his team playing. The fullbacks look fantastic. We just went at them straight away. And although we dominated the game as we did at Forest, but we didn't create as many clear-cut chances as we had at Forest. But we was a completely dominant side. We should have gone in at the break in the league without an absolute doubt. Jed missed the header that came in, completely missed it, unfortunately. He sort of saw it late, probably from behind a defender. But went in at half-time thinking, is this ever going to happen? Come out the second half, and what I did notice a couple of times last season was we go in at half-time, and then we come out the second half, and we hadn't improved. So back then I'm thinking, what's Harry saying to him? Because, he's not... You get the players in half-time, and you give them a bollocking, and they get out the second half. This time round, this season, we've been superb the first 45 minutes in both games. We've come out the second half and we've just continued the way we started the matches. So credit to Harris, he's keeping them going in that 15-minute period, saying the right things to them. We come out the second half. I didn't realise as well, by the way, when we did break the deadlock early in the second half, I didn't realise how good the goal was. I sort of people standing up and they gave a little look. I saw Saville cut into the box, but let's go back to the build-up. Morrison, great little flick. Gregor's superb little back heel. And then Saville's composure to take the ball into the box, not panic, bided his time, ran a couple of people and then slid nicely into the goal. I thought that was it, to be honest. We was unlucky. A couple of chances not long after, and then, you know, their goal, the free kick. I've already covered it, let's not dwell on it, but even after that, we could have won the game. Steve Morrison, little flick, Beavers off the line. But we're doing the right things, we're moving in the right direction. You can't knock the performance again. Superb performance, I really thought it was. A bit of a mixed bag on a YouTube and a Twitter. But listen, I'm sitting here an Happy Meal fan. That's it for the post-match. I'm going to see you again in about 2 hours for the Monday Weekly Roundup show. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.